Thanks once again for dropping by the channel. If you like the content, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, share the video if you enjoyed, if you felt it was useful. Now let's get into this. So, Deontay Wilder, we know he has pretty much invoked this, rematch with Tyson Fury, now the trilogy fight that was in the contract. So we know he's going to be getting straight crack at Tyson Fury next, and that is, it to be expected. It is what it is. It's nothing new there. But what I want to talk about in this video here is rankings. The rankings of the WBA specifically, because I'm finding this pretty crazy. Deontay Wilder, if Deontay Wilder was to do a 180 and decide, I don't, not to say it's not his choice, but if he was to do a 180 and decide that he didn't want to take this Tyson Fury rematch, have the trilogy fight and get a crack at the BBC title, well, he's come in now in the latest rankings. He's come in at number 2 with the WBA. Number 2 with the WBA, and he is only behind Trevor Bryan, who I don't think Trevor Bryan's had a fight in a while, and I think he's the interim WBA champion because WBA have so many titles. He is ahead of guys like Alexander Usyk. He's ahead of guys like, well, actually, to be fair, he's ahead of Alexander Usyk. Adam Kalnacki, they probably not updated that since he lost to Helenius. Helenius is in at number 7, so Helenius is going to be highly ranked in the WBA when they update that. He's ahead of Andy Ruiz. I mean, let this sink in, right? Deontay Wilder hasn't fought a WBA sanctioned fight in God knows how many years, if even ever. Because, a lot of his fights when he was up and coming, there was no title on the line, so they were just, sanctioned by the commission. I don't think he's ever fought a WBA sanctioned fight, okay? Never held a version of their world title. Been fighting WBC sanctioned fights for the last few years as champion. And within a month of him losing, less than a month of him losing, he gets ranked number 2 with the WBA and is ahead of their former champion Andy Ruiz, who only lost Anthony Joshua defending his WBA title. I mean, the WBC and WBA, both of them, they really are pretty laughable when you think about it. When you look at the way some of these rankings are. Like, I go to WBO. Well, actually, I'll just read you the WBA's rankings. So they got Trevor Bryan number 1, Wilder 2, Usyk 3, Kalnacki 4, probably going to change, Ortiz 5, Ruiz 6, Helenius 7th, Povetkin 8, Hunter 9th. They both should be higher. Chisora 10th, Kabayel, Pulev, Kuzman, and then they got Kendo. Francis Kendo's still in them rankings. Jesus, he's not fought in nearly 6 years. You go WBO, which is, in my opinion, a more credible sanctioning body. You got Usyk number 1 as his status as champion of cruiserweight, so I can let that slide. Got Parker, former champion, number 2. Kalnacki number 3, that's probably not been updated, so I'd imagine they're going to update that soon enough. Ruiz number 4, fair enough. Dubois number 5. He's fighting sanctioned fights with the WBO, so I can understand that to an extent. Junior Fast 6, meh. Hunter 7th. The guy who knocked out Wilder in the amateurs, can't pronounce his name. He's number 8. Chisora number 9. That Chinese heavyweight, Zili Zhang. That's probably nowhere near how you say his name. And then they're kind of, after the top 10, it kind of gets a bit shit. You got Tom Schwartz there. It's definitely a better ranking than the WBA. I don't know how these sanctioning bodies do it. I've said it before that there's nothing in place for some of these guys. Like WBO, when Joseph Parker lost his WBO title to Joshua, he was knocked right down the rankings. Like, I think he was like number 10 or something like that. But yet, you get someone, and this is a different sanctioning body, but you get someone like Kid Galahad who loses a fight to Josh Warrington, and he's immediately put in the final eliminator, having already had his shot. So the way these sanctioning bodies do things is crazy. Just think back to WBC ranking Tyson Fury after he fought Safiri and Pianetta. He was like number 2 or number 3. That's insanity to be ranking him that high when he's fought 2 absolute no-hopers. And Deontay Wilder probably never fought a WBA sanctioned fight in his life, probably never paid him any sanction fees in his life. Coming off the back of a loss, he's ranked number 2, ahead of guys like Alexander Usyk. Crazy. So, if Deontay Wilder doesn't take the Fury rematch, there's a possibility. I mean, imagine. There's a possibility You know, because I think Trevor Bryan's fighting Char. I think that's who he's mandatory for. Possibility Wilder could even get mandatory for Anthony Joshua. Seriously. They might stick him in a final eliminator against Hellenius because Kalnaki was highly rated. How do you not know you couldn't stick him in a final eliminator against Hellenius and then mandatory for Anthony Joshua? You know, these stranger things have happened. So, you know, those are my thoughts on this. Let me know yours down below. What do you think of these rankings? Bizarre is what I think they are. Let me know yours down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, of course, if you are new. And as always, I will talk to you